we've got a second map update to the GTA 6 mapping project since trailer 2 came out. And if you watch the first breakdown we did of the mapping project update just after trailer 2, this one here has quite a few pretty big updates, and the map is really starting to take shape. So let's jump into it, straight into it. Let's go. Now, if this is your first mapping project video, let's quickly explain what's going on. This massive group of people, let's zoom in. All of these people here, these guys using the 2022 leaks, as well as all of the screenshots and trailer footage from trailer 1 and trailer 2, have mapped out and have a pretty good idea of what most of the map will look like. Now, as a comparison point, this is what GTA 5's mapping project looked like. And as you can see, it got to a point where it was very accurate, close to the game's release. We're not quite at this point yet, but we're getting closer. And if you're not sure how big the map is going to be roughly, well, this is the size of GTA 5's map compared to the GTA 6 one. So obviously GTA 6 will be a little bit wider, but definitely a lot taller, roughly 2 times the size of GTA 5's map. Okay, so let's jump straight into the biggest changes with this map update. And we're actually not going to use this map. There is a new website. I'll link it down below. This one here, GTA. And with this map, we can actually click on specific little trailer spots here, and it shows us which shot gave us this info. Okay, so let's start with the keys. Massive update on key lento here. Like, this is huge compared to last time. Let's zoom right in. Now, if we get rid of these screenshots and trailer spots, there's a few things you can see. So Jason's house is going to be here, and pretty much most of the first half of trailer 2 took place just on this key right here. So, for example, when Jason is in the store taking the beer out, that's at this store here. Of course, this shot here, the first shot of trailer 2, was looking over the entire key. This shot of Jason's house, of course, showing Jason's house, the bar that Jason, Lucia, and Cal were in, right down the road from Jason's house as well. The mappers have even figured out that Brian's boat shed is just down the road from Jason as well, which makes sense. Now, what's interesting about the keys is we don't really know how many keys there's going to be. It's definitely not going to be as many as real life, because we know that Rockstar has taken different landmarks from all of the keys and shoved a lot of them just into this one key alone. So, for example, this shot here with the rusty anchor in real life, that's way further down the keys. But anyway, at least for now, the mappers have sort of stretched and elongated the map. They're doing some crazy stuff in that Discord, and they've pretty much perfectly mapped out all of the roads on this first key. Another massive change is up here in Ambrosia, which we'll get to in a second, but you've probably noticed, and we should talk about it. Vice City International Airport is looking absolutely huge right now. It's in red, so this is a lot of speculation. But the reason the airport has gotten a lot bigger since the last mapping project update is because we can actually see a lot of the terminals and buildings in the airport from multiple shots. So we can see it in one of the shots from the Leonita keys over here. You can see it from an Ambrosia screenshot as well. And when you're trying to map out the perspective of this, it's giving off the idea that the airport is going to be huge. A lot of people think this is crazy, but I don't actually think it's that crazy to have a massive airport. If we look at LSIA and GTA 5, the airport itself is massive. You kind of just don't realize it because it's at the very bottom of the map, but it is huge. And obviously in GTA 6, the airport isn't going to be at the very bottom of the map. So it looks a lot bigger than GTA 5's airport, just because it's right bang smack in the middle of the island. I don't think it's that crazy though, considering there's probably not going to be that much in this section of the map anyway. I don't think it's a big deal. And sticking on the subject of airports real quick, we're going to have a few of them. Definitely more than GTA 5. We know we've got Vice City International. We've got Port Galhorn Airport over here on the left. And if you've been to Key West or if you've been to the Keys, you'd know that there's a naval air base here as well. So the speculated air base is over here at the moment, but there most likely will be an airport in the Keys. We're not going to touch on Vice City too much because this hasn't really changed over the past couple updates much, because Trailer 1 showed us a lot of Vice City as well as the leaks. So we've already got a pretty good idea. Vice Beach has pretty much already been completely mapped out. We've got the Venetian Islands, the Venetian Causeway. We know where the port is. We know where Stockyard is, which is Wynwood in real life. This is where all of the cool cars were, the lowriders in Trailer 1. The strip club is in Stockyard as well, or just near it. So this is looking pretty good. But let's move into Ambrosia, because this has been a contentious subject in the mapping community. People were trying to figure out exactly where Ambrosia is. Is it above Lake Leonida? Below, left, right, where? And it's looking like it's going to be sort of just below or just to the left maybe of Lake Leonida, which sparks a lot of questions, which we'll talk about after we cover this section. It's looking like this screenshot was facing southwest. We spoke about that in the last mapping project video, which means we can map out this racetrack here, which in real life is Henry County Motorsport Park, which is in a pretty similar spot in Florida in real life, to be honest, just southwest of Lake Okeechobee. The sugar refinery has been mapped out as well. That's going to be around here. In real life, this is the Cluen Sugar Refinery, which if we go to the map of Florida, yet again is in a pretty similar spot, right? Just southwest of Lake Okeechobee, which is Lake Leonida in GTA 6. Now, as I mentioned just before, what helped the mappers get a lot of perspective on where Ambrosia is exactly is because you can see the Vice City International Airport terminals from this screenshot, which means Vice City, Ambrosia, Port Gellhorn. It's all going to be very close together, which I think is awesome. I made this video a few months ago explaining what I thought were some of the biggest problems with GTA 5's map, and that's going to be fixed here, which is amazing. There is going to be no dead space on this map at all. We've got the Keys. As soon as you get out of the Keys, you're into Hamlet, Watson Bay, Vice City, Ambrosia, Port Gellhorn. The map is going to be so much more dense in GTA 6. It's not just going to be separated by a bunch of mountains that really make the map seem bigger than it is. Anyway, a few other things we need to touch on. Let's go through them. Port Gellhorn hasn't changed much, if at all, from the last mapping project update, so we're not going to go into it. Mount Kala has been moved a little bit further, right? We don't know exactly where Mount Caliga is right now. We know it's on the northern border of Leonida, so it's definitely the most northern point we've seen so far. But to be honest, we don't actually know what's up here at all. There might not even be a panhandle. We don't know. The map could go further, like they've got Gloriana State here. We don't know. Is Gloriana going to be part of the map? It's too early to tell at this point, but we know Mount Caliga is going to be north of Lake Leonida at least. A few other small changes. The grass rivers have changed the look a little bit. Watson Bay has been mapped out a lot more in depth. Mappers have gone through 3D modeled all of this and got pretty accurate road mapping here. This is actually based off Cedar Key in real life, which isn't in southern Florida. It's actually way north. I'll show you where it is here. But I guess Rockstar liked the location, so they wanted to put it somewhere around the Everglades. Kind of makes sense. They've done this before in previous games, move things where they want them. As for Hamlet, we spoke a little bit in the last video about these smokestacks. They were up here last time. They've been moved further south. That's because you can actually see them from this screenshot in Watson Bay. So a bit more accurately, they've been mapped out. And I'm really liking how Hamlet's looking right now, because in GTA 5, right, if you're driving from, let's just compare the Keys to Pledo Bay, for example, driving from Paleo Bay, It is a long time until you get any sort of density. You're just driving through forest for ages. In GTA 6, when you drive from the Keys, you're going to be driving through another little city in Hamlet before you end up getting to Vice City or Watson Bay, wherever you're trying to go. So, again, this is going to make the map feel a lot more dense than GTA 5's was, which is great. That's pretty much all we're going to cover in this video. If you want to check out this interactive map, I will leave a link in the description below. It's great. It's a lot of fun to scroll around on this thing. As always, massive shout out to all of the mappers who are working on this. You guys are insane. Honestly, spending hours in there every week working on this, it's awesome. I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff like this. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Since I was in the 7th grade, my first kid I was only 17. Always a provider for my pack, like Wolverines. But you won't find me on the mountaintop. Need no calculator. I could wear it 'cause it count. Always on my paper like a Michael.